Put the music first, bullshit secondary. Hard work and dedication, that's necessary. I wanna be
Do you
remembered when I'm
think
dead and
that
buried.
friends and family should be obligated to support you in your endeavors?
Obligated? No. But yes. So it's kind of complicated answer. I say obligated, no, but I do think if you love somebody and they're doing something positive, I think you should support them.
Is there a separation between supporting the person versus supporting what they're doing, the project or the endeavor?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know I've supported people, just the person. Maybe their endeavor or their product or whatever it wasn't the best. But, you know, sometimes a person just trying hard, you know, you see they're passionate about something because you love them. You say, hey, you know, I give you my support. But it could be something. I mean, there's a fine line, like they say, it's a thin line between love and hate. There is a line where I'm only gonna support you, but so much if I don't like what you're doing. You know,
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like if it's not good.
I think when people go out and they follow their dreams, right? Mm-hmm. That's something to admire. You know, the fact that somebody's trying, whether you believe in the project itself. I've had many things that I've had endeavors in, or had different endeavors and things that I've done over the years, right? Not everything was a success. That's probably why I'm doing this today, right? If everything else would have worked, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
I'd be doing that. So, like, at what point, and people supported me, right? But I do believe a lot of the support but was for me, the person. It wasn't necessarily because I thought I had discovered something, created something, made the hottest, whatever it was. I never felt like, I always did feel like people supported me. Those who did supported me for me, you know, not for the project. Because I could tell when I had good ideas or had good projects, the support was different
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be different
from a different place.
Yeah, it's different when it's something actually good that people want to get behind and support. And then also, you know, support, sometimes it may come in a form that you don't want it to come in. So you don't really even acknowledge the support. You don't think you're being supported because it's not coming in the form that you are expecting it to come from. So, you know, we got to keep that in mind as well, because sometimes a person can support you just by saying, hey, man, I see what you're doing. Constructive criticism can be a form of support because it's going to make you better at what you're trying to do. But we don't always see that. We don't see it like that. We look at it like,
Somebody's hating, right?
yeah, what about, well, you didn't share it? Well, maybe they didn't share it because it's not to the level that it should be at.
Right.
So this constructive criticism is actually supporting you and saying, you know, get better. Because like I don't think everybody is a hater. You know, that's the,
I don't either.
that's what everybody goes to.
They do exist.
Oh, they definitely do exist. And a lot of times it is people that are envious of you, people that are the closest to you, sometimes be your biggest haters, you know?
Well, like you and I were talking about, the most people who usually get hurt are the the people closest to you, right? Mm-hmm. Your enemies, we expect our enemies to want to hurt us, for us to fail, to doubt us, right? That we expect that. We don't expect it from those people that are supposed to be supporting us.
Right.
You know, and I think it's where it gets emotional with people. The one thing that I learned was I didn't need the support of anybody else. The support of everybody else was great. It was wonderful. It helps to build the infrastructure of what I'm trying to do, right? The idea, the music, the art, the creativity, right? At that point, I have to believe in myself so much and have to work so hard for getting that it doesn't matter. But if it's that good and people support me for who I am, they will come. It's like a magnetic attraction, right? Even somebody who fails, do you not give them credit for at least trying?
Right.
You know, or if somebody does it again, you'd be like, man, this dude failed again, but he tried again. Like, where's the respect for that, right?
You know, they say failure is the first stepping stone to success. So it's like, yeah, you got to get out here. And like you said, the support is different when it's good. Sometimes you just got to, you have to support yourself. Some people want to support, but everybody is an entrepreneur now. Everybody's got this brilliant idea. Everybody's a rapper or an artist. Everybody shoots videos. Everybody does everything. We are in an era literally where everybody does everything. Everybody gets on YouTube, learns something, which is great. I'm not knocking that aspect, but it's just the fact that everybody does everything. So, but the problem is everybody's not good at everything, and everybody wants support. But some people, they want to support, but they want to sit back and see how much are you going to support yourself. Because like you said you've had many endeavors. Now we're here. So those didn't work. And sometimes people are like, they might look at it like, oh, this is another phase, another fad he or she's going through. Like they're not going to get behind it because they don't even think you're fully invested in what you're trying to do.
It's the biggest thing, right? Like when people see to support, they want to see that you're so involved in it that like it almost consumes you. But still, that's not enough.
Yeah.
Right? Like at what point, in some time progress, you have to see where something is and where something is going. Right? Like at what point, it's almost like, yeah, the ship looks good, it's not going to sink, but you're going to wait a few minutes to make sure that once it hits the water, it doesn't sink. You're going to get some reassurance before you jump on board, right?
True.
You know, and then of course we know what the story is. You get on it, it's unsinkable, and it sinks. So, you know, it's like anything else, right? So with the support, I do believe support the person first. The project, you know, support them as a whole. Like I support you. Do you love my product? Be honest with them. Do not feed people. Do not idle them. That's what I used to say years ago, back when people would get on American Idol, and we would obviously see it was terrible, right? I'm not going to go on American Idol for singing because I know I can't sing. But if you ask me to rap, it's different, right? So, but anybody who says you're good at something, you should go do something. Yes, you should follow your dreams, and then they're really bad at it. Man, that hurts. Like that's not a supporter. That's a hater.
That's where your support system fails you. We talk. Everybody wants support, but do you want real support or do you want the fake support? And then what happens is when you get around people that don't have no allegiance to you, they have no alliance to you. They're gonna be completely brutally honest,
right?
And they're like, man, you suck. You garbage. And then it hurts, and then you looking at your people that's been gassing you up, saying, yeah. And that's not real support. That's the fake support, you know? And that
like
support
a setup,
has,
man.
yeah, setup.
It's really bad, yeah.
For failure. So I don't know, man. So that's why I say nobody's obligated to support you.
You're obligated to support yourself.
You definitely obligated to support yourself. All these artists looking for record deals. Like they don't realize nobody gonna give you a record deal until you make yourself hot. Mm-hmm. Why am I gonna?
People are already buying your records.
It's an investment. Mm-hmm. If I'm willing to give you, let's just say hypothetically, $1 million, then that means I think I can make at least $5 million off of you. Mm-hmm. But just because you're good and you talented, people just feel like they deserve more than what they deserve.
You just have to be all in on yourself. And I remember when I started this business, nobody else was all in. Like nobody, there was a very few people, all they kept saying was, same thing. I hope this is just not another fad. I hope this is just not another phase in another job of something you want to do. And I questioned, like I asked myself. And I think when I finally, I looked at myself, I said, nah. I said, I'm trying to change my life. I said, this is the lottery ticket that I think I'm going to win. You know, only I know the numbers. I just don't know the arrangement. But I know every number that's there. So one way or another, I'm going to hit. I just don't know how big or how little.
See, but that's your belief in yourself. And when you have that, the support that you need, or the support that you want and the support that you need, because all the support that you get is all the support you need, essentially. Mm-hmm. And it might not come. A lot of times it never comes from where you think it's going to come.
That's true.
A lot of times it's the strangers that don't know you that support you. And you know that support usually is more genuine because they have no reason to support you. They just look at it like, you know, hey, this is dope. This is a good product. This is good music. Whatever it is you're doing, this is, you know, what it is.
Right.
And they'll treat you like a superstar. They'll support you. They'll buy your product. They'll share it, like it, everything. And then, like I said, sometimes the people that you expect, the people that you're around on a daily basis, hang around or whatever, and you'll start scratching your head and saying, damn, why do I got Joe Blow from wherever he's supporting me or she's supporting me, and my own family and friends don't support me? Sometimes your family and friends are haters, but sometimes you're not there. You're not at that level. It's not saying that you can get there, but that's why you got to believe and support yourself.
So let me ask you this. Do you think sometimes the support from our friends and family are based off who we used to be?
Yeah, I think so.
Like our track record, right?
Yeah.
So we know people and they kind of know our past. Now, people who don't know us don't know where we came from. All they're seeing is what we're putting out, right, to the world.
Yep.
People who know us on a personal level, I think, always hold us in our past, right?
Yep.
So that kind of goes into, like you said, with having endeavors and failing at something. Well, I don't believe in like doing this, because I'm sure people said that. It was like, I mean, why? He tried to be this, and he tried to be this, and he tried to be this. Everything kind of failed. And this is obvious, right? Because this is like where we're here today. But the funny thing is, if you keep trying, eventually something does happen. It may not
stick.
Something's going to stick. And I think we get so used to trying to get things to work, at least for me, right? Like when I throw it, I want it to work the first time, right? Second time, I'm like, like third time, I'm kind of like wore out. But that's not the way I work. I throw it till it sticks, and I keep throwing it, even if I have to throw the same one over and over again. But it's doing that to the point of, you also have to give up, right? I had some people tell me, they said, man, I think you just need to get out of that business. That was the honesty that I didn't want. It's the honesty I needed.
Yeah. Sometimes.
And I think it hits like that sometimes, and we have to be honest with each other, and that's support. So we look at support as going, dope, man, I love what you do. Your music is dope. I want to buy your t-shirt. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. I want to do all this, right? Because I want to show my support. But then there's somebody who may come in who supports you silently. They'll share videos. It may not be through a financial benefit. It may be through sharing to get it out to people who will buy something, right? All these extensions, somebody saying, I love your idea, but I think this could do you better. Being honest with people, and the more supported you have, the more people you have in your ear, which is also a lot of voices you're probably hearing where you just need to focus on your dream. And if you support it first, then you're kind of the boss of your own dream. And
sometimes it can just be a conversation that you don't even know about. People are supporting you behind closed doors. It's not a share on social media.
Silently, yeah.
It's not a like. It's not financially. But I know somebody that knows somebody, and I'm giving you a referral. Man, you know what? Man, my dog, he's doing this and doing that. You should check him out. And like I said before, it's what people do in your face too, because you need your flowers. I think we deserve to give each other our flowers.
Yeah.
But it's what people do behind your back. That's what matters the most. And one thing I will say, I felt this. Rick Ross said this one time. He said he don't, half the time when he get on social media, he said he's just liking anything that his friends are posting. He don't care. Sometimes he's like, I don't even watch it. But
just
that's my dog.
The person, right?
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna support my dog, and I feel that because that's kind of how I move. Like that's not necessarily saying I like every song or every, but if this is my dog, and key word to what you was just saying a few minutes ago, try to do this, try to do that, Trying is the main, that's the heaviest
the hardest part.
That's it. You know how many people that don't try, people that they just already threw the towel in life. And those
fail.
are usually the haters.
And
them
they
are the ones
fail
that hate.
every single time.
Oh yeah.
100% rate.
100%. If you don't try, 100% rate.
Damn,
that's a fact.
why,
that's not an opinion.
Why wouldn't you even give yourself a chance, right? Like, I remember somebody said, if people don't think you're crazy about your dreams, you're not dreaming big enough.
Yep.
And, that's true. I've been a big dreamer just about my entire life, like to a stupid level. It was just at a point to a level where I was able to make money from doing it, right?
Yeah.
Being creative and creating like memories for doing, like with music. Everything has a lane, and that's I think what I love about not being validated by support, right? The support is there, again, for the infrastructure. It's there for the outside of the foundation, right? The infrastructure is what it's building, but you still have to have a foundation. Your dream and you are the foundation.
Right.
Right. So building it off other people, I never expect, there's maybe 10 people that know about the podcast, right? There's a small amount of people, well, bigger amount with you with being in music and you sharing and a lot of, people interacting, not on social media much, but I think at like what point you and I believed in this so much that we really didn't care who was going to support it, right? We didn't need support to get this going.
Because if you rely so much on other people's support, which is great, but like I said, all the support you need, you're going to eventually get. But if you rely so much on it, them same people that make you can break you because it's all about their validation. Man, if they don't like it, if they don't share it, if they're not leaving good comments, then I'm in a depressed mood.
You rely on somebody else to value you.
Yeah.
Setting what they think your value is.
I mean, like I said, it feels good when you create something and people enjoy it, no matter what it is. That's great. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to downplay that, but it's just the fact that some people just put too much into that. It's just too much stake into it. It's like, damn, man, it's like, so you live for this. If you don't get this, then you really are hurt. You know what I'm saying? You want to stop. Like, it can't stop you. As you know, as I rap, I'm hip hop. So I'm going to be doing that, cameras on, cameras off, music on, the DSPs, or if it's just for me to hear, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing it regardless. Now, like I said, it feels good when I put out something that I put my passion and my heart into and other people appreciate it, it touches them. Same thing with this podcast. For those that it's for, it's for. We appreciate you. We love you. But if it's not for you, cool. Keep it pushing. It is
anybody
what it
who
is.
dislikes the video, please do us a favor and hit the dislike button twice. When you do that twice, it really shows us how much you dislike it. I told a couple people about the podcast. Semi-serious. Like, I think. They kind of looked like, oh, that's cool. Like, it's cool. Always kind of laugh when people's like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, they don't believe me. But they haven't seen it. Why am I imposing on them that they should believe me just because I said it, right? But then when we showed them the podcast, or I showed them a couple of the episodes, or showed them the first episode, what was kind of cool about that was they believe me now. But did you see what we had to go through for people to believe us?
You got to make them a believer.
But ultimately, when it comes down to it, supporting yourself is the most important thing you can do, obviously. So unless you have proof on what you're doing, stop expecting or just, obligating people to support you.
Yeah,
Do what you gotta do.
Stop feeling so entitled. We got to do it.
Yeah.
And we all are guilty of it at times, but we just got to.
We're needy. As creatives. Creators are very needy.
Yeah.
Most of us are.
We are sensitive about what we create, our art, whatever it is, because even people that aren't really good at what they're doing, most of the time the intentions are they want it to be so good, so bad. You want it to be.
So we all do.
And sometimes the execution is just not there. But it's okay though. You got to just keep going and keep building up, and slowly but surely, you're gonna get. Like I said, you'll get the support that you need. But the only support you need is yourself.
That's it. And those people you're building with.
That's it.
Do with it what you will. Peace out.
Fresh Podcast.